kills restaurant owner and police superintendent. In the region, stabbing victim shot dead in Trinidadian hospital. And internationally, deadly landslides strike Democratic Republic of Congo. Greetings and welcome to this edition of Headline News Update. I am George Gonzalez. Thank you for joining us. A fatal accident on the Rupert Craig Highway last night claimed the lives of a popular restaurant owner and a superintendent of police. More from Esther Sobers.
A fatal accident has claimed the lives of two President's College alumni. On Tuesday evening, Delon de Ramos, the owner of Cosmos Restaurant and Grill, and his friend, Police Senior Superintendent Brian Eastman, were killed in an auto accident in Lindale, East Coast, Danrara. According to reports, De Ramos of Dennis Street, Camerville, and Eastman of Norton Street, Workmanville, were traveling in a Lexus SUV driven by De Ramos when he reportedly lost control of the vehicle and crashed into the concrete wall of Yokohama Trading. De Ramos was heading towards Georgetown from along the East Coast when it was alleged that he swerved out of the way of a vehicle that sped past him. De Ramos had died on the spot, while Eastman was trapped inside and had to be taken out by public-spirited citizens. He died before receiving medical attention. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. This morning, the parent of a student of Winfer Gardens Primary School reportedly assaulted a teacher on the premises. According to witnesses, grade 1 teacher Yolanda Jackson was approached by the parent in question. At the moment, it is unclear what caused the parent to react, but according to witnesses, she was seen dragging the woman on the floor as well as kicking, punching, and slamming her. Yolanda Jackson received several injuries about the body, including a laceration to the head. While her injuries were not critical, the matter has been reported to the police and also under investigation by the Ministry of Education. One South Rumvelt Gardens resident just seems to be having an unlucky streak. In March, Troy Ben asked this newscast for help retrieving his stolen pigs. This month, he was robbed yet again. But even though he actually caught the man this time, he regrets turning the suspect over to the police. Esther Sobers tells us why in this report.
The police force, is questionable. I mean, they are good guys, don't get me wrong, they are good guys and they are bad ones.
About a week ago, South Rumvelt Gardens resident Troy Ben apprehended a thief who allegedly stole from him two weeding machines valued at 400,000 Guyana dollars. Unlike many persons who would have faced this situation, he did not take the law into his own hands. He simply turned the man over to the officers at the East La Penitence police station. He now regrets this decision as he is unable to have the stolen items returned to him.
This tree that you see here is the last thing that I cut with the chainsaw. And the same day that I cut this same tree here, the particular individual was patrolling here. He even stopped to ask me for water. Says, lying now this person people in me. And I know it's him. Now he eventually confessed to us that he knows about this thing. He and two others came here and they retrieved these things. Now, I could have done it differently and the police could have come to me. I would have been there. Putting this man in jail and solving my problem.
So you're dissatisfied that the police have arrested
Exactly.
him?
This why you see I'm voicing my opinion, because I'm dissatisfied. And this is the second time I'm being a victim of injustice from the police.
But it's certain protocol, because if this man is a well-known thief, an habitual thief, because he's been stealing from other persons before, isn't it the right of the police to arrest someone who has stolen items?
I should think so.
What if the police didn't arrest this person?
I should think so. It could have been the other way, because if you take things into your own hand, the same police is the one who would be coming for you.
Ben's frustration stemmed from the fact that the suspect, Andrew Clark, has a history of breaking and entering people's home. He has several cases before the court and even confessed to Ben about stealing the items. Clark was supposedly to take Ben to the place where he hid the items. After hearing such, Ben thought that the right thing to do was to contact the police and have the police escort him to retrieve his items. However, to his disappointment, that didn't happen.
This is the part I expect the police to go. and you know what I mean, do some investigation in the neighborhood that this man comes from. And I know,
Did he confess to the police where he hid these items?
He confessed to me.
Did he confess to the police?
No, well, when he was in the lockup for the 72 hours, all the police tell me that the man say he know nothing. And they
He
said,
told the police a different scenario.
exactly, but we was never in a trio or whatever you may call it, for say, well, me, the criminal and the police at one. I don't know how this do. I could be wrong. But we were never put together for say what he tell me to hear in front of the police. He tell me one thing, he tell the police one thing, and this is how it going down. Now the man in jail, they solve the problem. The police never go to see, at least with me.
The accused thief, Andrew Clark, along with his girlfriend Destiny Fredericks, made headlines on the 16th of August 2019 after the duo was charged for breaking and entering into a woman's home. Despite the fact that Clark is again before the courts for a similar incident, the aggrieved Ben is of the belief that he will not get his stolen items returned to him, which are a means of his livelihood.
Most times I don't think the superiors be going on with the smaller ones, the junior ranks below. Because I don't think this is the way they should have go about this thing. It's not that I want to be on TV or I want to pounce on the police. But all I need is to, you know what I mean? I think there matters to serve and protect. Or I got to serve to being protected. You know? I want to know which is correct. Which is the right way. No.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Silvers.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up after the break, your regional and international news.
Mega Black Friday sale on Friday, November 29th. Every item in the store is reduced up to half off and up to 70% off ladies' dresses. Get ladies' tops, jeans, shoes, and skirts, all at half off. Gents shirts, jeans, jerseys, shoes, sneakers, slippers, all at half off. Only pay VAT. Get brands like Levi's, Dockers, and gent suits at 15% off. Remember, it's Clearance Mega Black Friday sale, Friday, November 29th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Welcome to Kissoon's Furniture. Find everything you need for your home and more under one roof in our newly decorated showroom. Our locally crafted furniture has been perfected over the last 60 years. From our hands to your home, we also bring to you our newly introduced lines of imported furniture and sleep center, where you can find a wide range of beds and mattresses. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 60 years.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
Tours presents Everything Christmas Village. Rudolph will be on the show, dancing and singing. There's a gift in Santa's village for all ages of children. Come, let's play some jolly games and have fun. So much prizes to be won, yeah. Join us at Everything Christmas Village at the Mary Mom's Mall Playground on November the 30th and December the 1st, and continues every weekend until December the 22nd. This village will have games, prizes, booths, business displays. Santa's Village, Rudolph the Grinch, Olaf, and Elsa will be there too. Plus, you can win a trip to Curacao, Hartro Falls, and much more prizes. Remember, free entry with a purchase of a raffle ticket. Get your tickets at Precise Printed on South Road, Bunny's Meat Center on Church Street, and Merriman's Mall Playground. Sponsored by Eldorado Tours, Answer McCall, Sterling Products, Rubis, Star Party Rentals, Bunny Meat Center, and more.
It's 1 week of Black Friday deals at Quartz. From November 26th to 29th, you get huge savings on selected items in store. Benefit from our Black Friday deals by checking press for details. You do not want to miss this opportunity to get the best prices of the year. The Quartz Black Friday event starts now with unbelievable savings. Black Friday deals are from November 26th to 29th. Remember, check press for details. Quartz, bringing value home.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one Amazon tablet or smartwatch every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million to spend on clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win one tablet or smartwatch every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at news from the region. A 25-year-old man is now dead after he was tracked down and murdered in cold blood while nursing injuries at the Port of Spain General Hospital in Trinidad and Tobago. Reports say he was hospitalized after being stabbed in an incident on Monday. However, at around 8:45 p.m., 2 men dressed as hospital attendants entered Ward 3 of the hospital and shot him multiple times before escaping. There are no reports of other injuries. The TTPS issued a statement hours later informing that there is a police presence at the hospital which will be maintained for the next few days. An investigation is ongoing. And in other regional news, the U.S. will legally designate Mexican drug cartels as terrorist groups, President Donald Trump says. The move would enable a wider scope of U.S. action. Mr. Trump also said he had told Mexico the U.S. was ready to go in and clear out the cartels. In response, Mexico's foreign minister said his country would not allow any violation of national sovereignty. Earlier this month, Mr. Trump vowed to wage war on the drug cartels after a deadly attack on U.S. citizens in Mexico. The victims, 3 women and 6 children who were Mormons of dual U.S.-Mexican nationality, were killed in an ambush while traveling through a remote area of northern Mexico on the 4th of November 2019. And internationally, at least 41 people have died in the Democratic Republic of Congo after heavy rains and landslides hit the capital, Kinshasa. France 24 reports.
Dozens of people were killed as torrential rain led to landslides, damaging infrastructure and homes in parts of Kinshasa. The mayor of the district of Lemba said a drainage ditch had given away and a highway had been engulfed.
We have already found 12 people who have died. There are 3 people missing, assumed to have died. So work is ongoing to get them out of the rubble.
Residents here, hit by the disaster, tried to save what they could.
Thankfully for us, we moved what was inside the house. And then later, the house gave in and caused what you are seeing here. We are trying to make sure our belongings are put here and there at our neighbors' homes.
Fatal floods and rains are frequent in Kinshasa. Around 50 people were killed in landslides and floods after houses collapsed last January. Kinshasa is Africa's 3rd largest city. Its population has doubled in a decade. Many live in precarious, unauthorized dwellings.
Here is your 3-day weather forecast. That's all for this edition of Headline News Update. Tune in Thursday at 7 p.m. for another episode. Also, be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook and YouTube, or visit our website at Headline News Guyana for more news. Until then, take care.